Hello Anglophonians, and welcome to a new episode of this series where we take a look at the European comic culture and the history of the Europa-Park. And this time it's the Europa-Park's turn again. We take a look at the year 1992.
From 1992 onwards, our archive has provided a lot of material about Europa-Park. So let's get an overview of the park with the monorail and get an impression of what it looked like back then. We'll also come across a few new attractions. Here we see the former Finnish raft trip. The attraction was converted into a jungle raft ride. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Here we see the Norwegian stave church, which existed the year before. This year, the Scandinavian themed area was expanded to include the village and thus completed. Here I would like to draw the viewer's attention to the large satellite antenna. It was still in use at the time this video was filmed, but years later it would move to Europa-Park. And here we see the new Scandinavian village. This is the Scandinavian village in Europa-Park. It mainly consists of shops, arcades, and food stalls. There is another floor beneath the village, which you can get a glimpse of when you visit the village's only attraction, the sunken city of Vineta. This floor was intended for expanding the thematic area. And here we enter the attraction that shows the sunken city of Vineta. According to legend, Vineta was a rich Viking city on the Baltic Sea. But because of their wealth, the residents became arrogant and wasteful. The city is said to have sunk into the sea in a single night, but if you listen closely, you can still hear the faint sound of broken bells in its place. This legend is based on an apparently true story about the destruction of a Viking settlement. However, the settlement has not yet been found. Now let's go to the jungle raft ride. Here you sit on wooden rafts and sail across the EUROPA-PARK lake. First you cross a medieval village before going into the jungle cave. There you drive past various jungle scenes. Let's enjoy the ride.
Gel bak. Bursa havlusu. Güzel, değerli havlular. Abi gel. Bana paket var. Bana göre.
Let's move on to another attraction that has been remodeled, the Acapulco Stadium. The water pool for artistic divers was converted into an ice stadium. Figure skaters have been appearing there in regularly changing shows since 1992. The last new attraction of 1992 looks similar to fjord rafting, but is not quite as wet. Hey, wait! There's that young lady again! Seriously, who is she? Anyway, the last new attraction this year is Marionette Boat Ride. Guests sit in round boats, similar to those used for fjord rafting, only a little smaller and the river is a little calmer. Guests drive past various scenes in which puppeteers present various European fairy tales, fables, and legends.
Bitte?
Das gab es in welcher Frühstück.
Und Schwung, das sind so schön drehen.
The first scene we see is based on a well-known German picture story, Max and Moritz by Wilhelm Busch. The life and work of Wilhelm Busch has already been discussed in this video series. Maybe this is a good opportunity to watch this video.
Sehr schrecklich.
Next, we pass puppets that represent the Swiss story Heidi, where we see Heidi with her grandfather. The story was written in the 19th century by the Swiss author Johanna Spyri.
Bist du schon sehr krank geworden?
What the boat is now passing somewhat quickly is a scene from the French story The Raven and the Fox by La Fontaine. A story about vanity and how you can lose a lot because of vanity. Next, we see Sleeping Beauty, a fairy tale that the brothers Grimm wrote down after hearing it among the local population. You can see it on the puppet master's kilt. It's Scotland's turn with a scene from the folktale about Robin Hood. And that's the end of the trip and the journey through the attractions of Europa-Park from 1992.
Yeah, so there you have it, the year 1992 in the history of the Europa-Park. Next time. Until then, take good care of yourself and see you.